Saturday, January 25th, 2 days before the murder. Albert arrived home that evening after work. Letecia, Harley, Gannon, Lena, as well as Albert's mother were at the home on Mandan Drive. His mother had flown in a week prior to celebrate Lena's birthday. After dinner, Albert and his mother were leaving for the airport. His mother had a flight home that evening. Albert had his own flight scheduled the following morning for a 2-week training in Oklahoma, so he planned to stay at the airport overnight. When asked how he and Letecia were getting along during his mother's visit, he answered, "Not well." Before he left, he and Gannon were together at the top of the stairs. The pain is obvious in his voice as he recounts the final time he saw his son alive.
You mentioned going up to DIA on January 25th after having dinner and all that sort of stuff. Is that the last time you saw Gannon alive?
Yes, sir.
Did you say anything to him?
Yeah, he was, we were at the top of the stairs, and I was getting ready to leave with Mom, and me and Gannon were at the top of the stairs, and I just gave him a hug, and I always used to rub my fingers through his hair, and just told him I love you, and something I would always tell the kids when I had to leave or when they would go back to their mom's house was like, you're always going to be in my heart, and I'm always going to be in your heart. And I'll see you when I get back. And he's like, "Okay, Daddy, love you, and I'm going to finish watching Pokemon." I remember it like it was yesterday.
Sunday, January 26th, the day before the murder. 6:55 a.m. Albert departs out of DIA for his first stop in Dallas, Texas. Letecia planned to take the kids on a hike at the beautiful attraction Garden of the Gods. Harley, who had traded a shift with a coworker at her job at Massage Envy, was called into work at the last minute when that coworker failed to show. At 2 p.m., Letecia's Volkswagen Tiguan is seen on a neighbor's surveillance camera, confirming this as the time they left for Garden of the Gods. When asked by a detective, Al said the family had hiked there before, but he couldn't remember another time Letecia had taken the kids by herself. At 3:15, Harley clocked in at work. 3:36, Al texted Gannon, "Hey, buddy." This photo was taken, showing Letecia, Gannon, and Lena during the hike at 3:41 p.m. Letecia would later post this picture on social media. According to Letecia, the hike was cut short when Gannon's stomach issue caused him to have a bowel accident. She would later explain to law enforcement that Gannon was only given his ADHD medicine on school days, so on weekends his stomach started to try to work again. She claims she gave him Miralax that day because he was having an occurrence of constipation. Between 3:53 and 4:11 p.m., Albert and Letecia discussed Gannon's accident and leaving the hike through text messages. At 4:46 p.m., the Tiguan returns to the home. 5:11, Letecia messages with Harley, who is still at work. "Harley, where you going?" Letecia, "Get good," corrected to food. Harley, "I want chips." Letecia, "No, LOL. We are going up the street 'cause Gannon pooped his pants." Harley, "OMG." Letecia, "Yeah, all that moving." The hike provides one of the theories involving this case. Immediately, social media speculated that Gannon went missing from or died while on the hike. Soon, security footage was shared showing Gannon alive the following day. Still, some wonder if events during the outing angered Letecia, leading to an altercation. Others speculate that originally Letecia may have planned to push Gannon, making it look as though he died from an accidental fall. In 2015, another highly publicized case in Colorado involved Harold Henthorne, accused of doing this exact thing to his wife in Estes Park. Perhaps Letecia learned the facts of that case on Colorado news while living there. Ironically, one of the FBI agents investigated both Howard's and Letecia's cases. Agent Jonathan Grusing even mentions Harold during his interview with Letecia. A life insurance policy on Gannon supports this theory. If this was Letecia's original plan, perhaps Harley being called into work is what thwarted it. She would have needed Harley to unknowingly distract Lena elsewhere, to have a moment alone with Gannon. There are no real facts to support this theory, so it remains purely speculation. But what happens later that night undoubtedly plays a major role in this case.